Hey, welcome back. We lost signal at Trader's Joy. Trader's Joy in the lower level. We lost the signal. We apologize, and we are back. Sorry about the signal, but we are back on the ground. Now we should be fine. So we're browsing Upper West Side. We walked around Central Park a little bit, and for about 40 minutes. Then we walked out of the park and into Upper West Side, and it's Mara, and unfortunately we lost the connection. However, we're back. We do apologize. We did not know that the signal is very weak inside of the store. Hey Benjamin, hey Gina again, hey it's Mara, and hi NY. We are on Upper West Side. This is West 71st Street and Amsterdam Avenue and Broadway, actually, because Amsterdam Avenue is going that way and Broadway is going that way. Yes, we are back. Neo99, good evening. Yes, we're back. Hi GGNYC. We back, and Trader's Joy has a bad signal on the lower level. Okay, we did not know. I mean, we hoped it will not be the case, but oh well. Look at this beautiful building. And welcome everyone. We are going to browse around Upper West Side. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk back to 72nd, and then we're gonna walk to the left toward the west side of Manhattan, west edge of Manhattan. We are between West 71st and 72nd. This is Amsterdam Avenue, and that is the subway entrance there for the 72nd Street subway station on 1, 2, and 3 subway lines. Welcome back, Scotland, 1774. Sorry about the signal, it happens sometimes. Real time streaming, sometimes these things happen and we apologize. Okie doke. So what we're gonna do now? We are going to take 72nd Street and make a left and walk toward the Hudson River. This is West 72nd Street, and we just crossed Broadway. You can see some older architecture here, like those buildings across the street, brownstones, and they're not even brownstones, but they're like multi-level brownstones. Very interesting architecture. Thank you for watching us at the very late time of the day, if you are, for example, across the pond in Scotland, in the UK, in Europe. To some, it's morning of the next day, for example, for those who are watching us from Australia. Thank you so much for your donations. We apologize for the interruption. And we're back. So now we are on Upper West Side, and we're walking toward the next avenue toward Hudson River, because Hudson River is on the west side of Manhattan. We're not there yet, but we just moving into that direction. Next avenue is West End Avenue that we are about to cross. Temperature now 70 degrees and it's at 7:20 p.m. 70 is about 19 Celsius, 18, 19 Celsius. It's getting slightly windier, but not too bad. West End Avenue and 72nd, West 72nd Street. Upper West Side, New York City. This is West End Avenue northbound. Scotland says 12:20 at night in Scotland. Yeah, it is the next day in Scotland. Thank you so much for watching us so late. Crossing West End Avenue. This is West End Collegiate Historic District. West End Collegiate, according to the sign on street sign. Katie, hello, good evening. Karaoke to New York. Hey, welcome back. Riverside Drive is the next avenue. Riverside Park is located beneath Riverside Drive. Riverside Park that goes along the Hudson River. Sharon, just love Upper West Side. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Exactly, damn, baby crying. Yeah, but they're ahead of us now. Riverside Park is also another beautiful park along Hudson River. It's kind of multi-level. There's a street level that runs here at the street level, and there's one all the way to the waterfront. Hey Gregory, hey Alan, everyone, nice to be working with you. Welcome and good evening. It's exit to West Side Highway. And if you drive, if you don't, if you cross the street, you would be able to walk underneath there and go all the way down to the waterfront. Let's see what's going on around here. Interesting. Probably we will not be able to find any underpass anywhere here. Maybe we will, but we'll see. If not, we will walk by, back and over to the next other side of the street. It's interesting. We now walk here. Actually, this is the beginning of 72nd Street. This is the beginning of West 72nd Street in Manhattan. The westernmost point of West 72nd Street. it warm in New York? Right now about 18 degrees Celsius. But it's getting darker and late, so it will probably drop a little more, or a lot more, but not that much, maybe to 15, 14 overnight. This is an interesting angle, you know, always walk on that other side of the street and kind of walk under the overpass and end up at the waterfront. This is a different approach. This is the other side of the highway, residential side. And this is what's called Riverside Boulevard. Riverside Boulevard in West 71st Street. Welcome, welcome. We're streaming live from New York. We're browsing the westernmost street of Upper West Side. This is Riverside Boulevard. Hey Luke, happy Monday to you too. Good seeing you. Riverside Boulevard, and we're approaching West 70th Street, and also because it's a little curvy, the west side of Manhattan. You see those buildings? This is Midtown West, and behind a little more to the south, this is 70th Street, Hudson Yards on the same side, but around 34th, 32nd Street. This is about a mile and a half. Or maybe, what is it in kilometers? About over 3 kilometers, about almost 3 kilometers from here. But we're walking Riverside Boulevard on Upper West Side of Manhattan. Doorman, nice. And from the upper floors you can see Hudson and New Jersey. It's a pretty cool panorama. We can see Hudson from here, but if we look under that highway, elevated highway, there we see Hudson. And state of New Jersey is across the river. This is West 69th Street and Riverside Boulevard. Never walked here before on this side of the street. All this time. Welcome everyone. Thank you for your likes. If you forgot to give us a like and you like what you see, please give us a like. And we welcome you to our channel. If you're a new subscriber, we welcome you twice, and we always thank our old subscribers for coming back and spending their personal, precious time watching our streams. Thank you very much for that. Okay, if we cross the street here, which we will, carefully, because there's no traffic light, and we see vehicles and bicycles. This is Riverside Park South. Riverside Park South, from where we can, if we want, walk downstairs, and we probably should. Remember, we walked here not so long ago. But we never walked up here, we walked down there. If we walk downstairs, we will be standing by Hudson River, and perhaps we should do that, because why not? Walking up and down stairs is a good exercise. Maybe we're not going to be there for a very long time, but we'll take a good look and also see that here we will work on that too. It should provide us with a fantastic 360 degrees views of Manhattan and New Jersey. We should plug in our extended battery, so we'll put the camera still for a moment. And we'll walk in a moment. Let's move. So we are in Riverside Park South. This used to be a heavily industrial and transportation dependent area with a connection between the ocean, the Hudson River, and further delivery of goods and other stuff. But this is no longer the case. What's left of it is this structure here. Hey, Hannah, hey, hello, buddy, hello, we're good. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Beautiful. You can hear the birds. Whenever we walk here, and at this time of the day, usually we walk here in the morning or afternoon. This is 7:30. It's 7:32, and this is a slightly different perspective. In the background, if we zoom in, we will see George Washington Bridge right there, connecting Manhattan, Washington Heights and Manhattan on the right-hand side, and Fort Lee, New Jersey on the left-hand side. Beautiful bridge, and you can walk over that bridge as well. Gregory L., how long have you lived in New York City? Probably around 20 years. Also, this is Hudson, and you know what? Yeah, well, what are we waiting for? Let's walk on that pier slightly ahead of us and take a good look. There's a cafe, and a lot more people in the evening there than during the day. It's not as hot. This is what's left of New York Central Railroad 69th Street Transfer Bridge. Now this structure has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior in 2003. Hey James, good evening. Ronald, good evening to you too. Out of all the boroughs in New York City, I think Manhattan has a lot more to offer for events and attractions. Absolutely. As far as food places go, they say Brooklyn and Queens. Competing with Manhattan, of course, because they have more authentic cuisines there and more choices too, that's what they say. But you can find amazing places in Manhattan too. But as far as cultural, yes, absolutely. Only because everything is focused on Manhattan. All the tourists are mostly in Manhattan, and the venues are too. Yeah, all the tables are taken. Wow, look at that. The local residents are enjoying their dreams, cold drinks. We did not forget. We will enjoy our cold drink after the stream, and thank you again for your kind donations and contributions. Yes, look at that. This goes. It would be cool if it went all the way across the river, but it's impossible because otherwise no vessels would be able to cross the river. George Washington Bridge is probably the only main bridge around here that connects Manhattan and New Jersey. Of course, there are plenty of bridges to our left. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg, Queensboro, just to name a few. And this is the look at Midtown West and Hudson River and New Jersey to our right, across the river. An unobstructed view of George Washington Bridge. It's pretty far from here. This is, let's see where we are. About 79th Street, maybe 75th, and the bridge is on 175th. So approximately 100 blocks, 100 street blocks ahead of us. And each 20 blocks is considered to be a mile for rough estimating purposes. So a guesstimated distance from us here to George Washington Bridge would be 5 miles or 8 kilometers. It's a big island. Welcome everyone, we are enjoying Hudson River and we are here on the west side of Manhattan, approximately around West 75th Street, parallel or so, give or take. Nice clean air and a little windy, but so what? Look at the views. Hi James, good evening. We're looking north, Manhattan on the left, Manhattan on the right side, and Jersey on the left. On AA, there are new towers in King Abdullah City in Riyadh. Look like Manhattan. Alright, nice to know that New York architecture is, you know, the best examples of world architecture these days, which is how it should be. NYC is so modern and beautiful. Well, yes and no, but some parts yes, some parts no. All depends. But for the most part, yes, you're right. Absolutely. This is the furthest we can walk into the open water. It's pretty cool if you look at the distance from the waterfront to where we're standing. It's pretty decent. Andrea, hi, good evening and welcome everyone. Please give us a like, don't forget, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Please subscribe with all notifications. If you do so, you will never miss our next stream or video. Let's take a 360 degrees look. Ronald, wow, what a view makes you reflect on how beautiful this world is. So true. So this is Manhattan, Upper West Side. It goes toward Uptown Manhattan, and then George Washington Bridge in the background, and state of New Jersey is across the river. From here, from this point, we can see Hudson Yards. And there in the center, that observation deck, that's a triangle sticking out to the left. On the left side of the tallest building, that is what's called the edge. The highest, the tallest observation deck in, I believe, Western Hemisphere, or maybe not this one. Sometimes I mix them up. One of them in New York is for sure. Definitely one of those must-do things in New York if you have time and if you want to see New York from all available observation decks. You have time for it and budget, because this is not cheap. And why? Thank you again. Very nice stream. Thank you. It's good to have a light jacket right now, because first it's colder than it was yesterday and the day before, and second it's getting chillier a little bit in the evening, so definitely a good idea to have a light jacket. We're going back. A lot of people. Well, it's a residential area, pretty upscale residential area. A lot of people are getting the dose of fresh air. Welcome everyone. We are here on the west side of Manhattan, around West 35th Street or so. But look how beautiful the view is. This is Hudson River. The sun is setting at 7:45 p.m. in New York. Danny, so much to see in New York. Watching your videos will make me find all these beautiful places. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching and enjoying. Yeah, it's nice to realize that more and more people are finding our channel, our streams, and enjoying our content and our walks and our tours and our coverage of different events, if we can do that, like dance parties in Bryant Park, half marathons, full marathons, bike tours, whatever we have time for. And whatever sounds great. Parades, like the latest one is dance parade, just the other day, 2 days ago. NYC, that's the view. So we thank you for all of your likes, all of your shares. If you want to share the link to this stream and anything else on our channel, you're more than welcome to do so. We welcome you to our channel when you subscribe. Hope you subscribe with all notifications. And of course, last but not least, we appreciate all of your super chats, super stickers, memberships, Ko-Fis, Venmos, and Cash Apps. Paul C. Great views. I remember when this area was abandoned. Railroad yards and rotting piers. What a difference. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Amazing view right there. Reminds me of my ex-wife. Yeah, it is a beautiful view. And nice air, fresh, a little windy, but definitely a good healthy dose of walking and breathing clean air away from streets, away from cars. Let's take another look at George Washington Bridge. Zoom in, that's about 5 miles away from us, about 8 kilometers away. But it's an amazing, amazing bridge. Huge too. Hola! Hey, welcome, welcome. Good evening, Eleanor. Thank you for chatting with me on Saturday. It was a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you too, sir. Thank you so much for finding our stream. And what a coincidence. We were right there in the park during dance festival, after dance parade in New York City. That was in Tompkins Square Park in East Village in Manhattan. It was very hot that evening. Welcome to the stream. $7:49. Sun is setting. We enjoy these fantastic views, I think. Hudson River, George Washington Bridge in the background, and of course the view going from here toward downtown Manhattan. The whole panoramic view. Midtown West, Hudson Yards, and further down to all the way to where we cannot see from here. Would never imagine this place being so busy when we walk during the day. There's no one is here during the day, maybe one person drinking something. We will block the sound for just a moment. we'll take another route upstairs. Instead of walking upstairs, we're going to, instead of taking stairs, we will walk. There is a path, of course, for those who cannot take stairs for different reasons. And we are going to carefully cross this area because for some reasons those riding bicycles have a mindset of I don't want to say who, but definitely not the person who cares about their own safety. For some reasons, I don't know what's wrong with them, and sometimes they have music in their ears, and that even makes it worse. Einar, saludos desde Panamá, buen video. Saludos desde Nueva York, bienvenido. And no, we don't speak Spanish, but we only speak a few words, but it's better than not knowing anyone. So, bienvenido. Gina, bye, El, almost at work. Bye, everyone. Keep smiling. Have a fantastic day. We will see you later. Travel and Eats, Connecticut tuned in. Our tri-state area neighbors, welcome, welcome. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut is so-called tri-state area here. Einar says, impresionante cuidado. Impressive city, perhaps. Trying as much as we can to understand. It is Nathan, Riverside Park. By B, which direction is Liberty from you? That way. We cannot see it from here, but Statue of Liberty is that way, downtown. Southbound. Constance, Olivia, Las Vegas. Hey, must be nice and hot in Vegas. Nathan, sunset, they are over river. It's very cloudy. We cannot see the sun like that, but yes, it is because it's a west side. So sunset is 12, right? Welcome everyone. Thank you for your likes, for your shares, for your subscriptions. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And thank you for your kind donations and contributions. Thank you so much. Constanza says, we're on fire out there. What's the temperature in Vegas now? Let me guess, 100? Nathan says, great old ruins from shipyards in water. Yep, right there. Ronald L., have you ever considered live streaming from another state? If we ever find ourselves in another state, then why not? Constanza, 87 degrees but dry heat. Ooh. It's 87 dry heat in Vegas. Vegas is hot. We're exiting Riverside Park South. But we'll walk along the park a little bit. This is a playground. This is a fairly new development, especially the park and playgrounds. Yeah, pretty cool. Look at the stream. Kids must be having fun around here. Pretty pretty cool installations. This is Riverside Boulevard and West 67. We a little overestimated. We thought we were around 75th. Oh, look at this. Gardens. Oh, wow. Hey, Jason. Hello again. Yeah, we started streaming earlier today from Central Park, and we walked through the park a little bit, and then walked into Upper West Side, and we decided to walk into Trader Joe's to show you a little bit of that supermarket. And the signal dropped there. We went one level down, and that was unfortunate, but we immediately after that we restarted again, and thank you so much for picking up the stream. Nice area. They have benches under the trees, and they have benches here. In fact, if you want to have a meal outside, you don't have to hope that there is a free table like in certain areas of Central Park, for example. Those are cool, but not too many. In fact, over these years, they should have installed a lot more of those in certain areas of Central Park. But then again, you need to be a mayor to make this happen, I guess. Nice, beautiful neighborhood. Not for everyone's budget, of course, but those who can afford, good for them. A little bit of transportation though, but I guess they can find a solution. But if you would, for example, depend on, actually you can take a bus to the train, and then it's a little annoying, but doable, I guess. Hey Dave, good afternoon, welcome. And lots of playgrounds here, different activities, different shapes. You can tell this park is brand new almost, because the trees are not as huge as they will be 20-30 years from now. More flowers. It's pretty nice. Awesome landscaping. Just Sam, are those flowers lavender? Not a botanist, but you will decide what kind of flower that is. Actually, you know what? Perhaps so. They kind of smell like one of those spices, but again, I would not be 100% sure. Maybe lilac. We need a specialist on this one. But pretty beautiful. Hey, no, good evening, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to our stream. Welcome. We are on Upper West Side, on the west side of Manhattan. This is Riverside Boulevard and West 66th Street. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cross the street again and walk into the streets, into the neighborhood. Yeah, beautiful flowers. Maybe this block is not as exciting, but we will take the next one down. This is 66th Street. So. By the on first look, I did think lavender, but on closer look, it's not. Actually, a lot of helicopters. They circulating probably between New Jersey and the helipads here in Manhattan somewhere. So we're walking here and we hear helicopters all the time. There's no walk through here, so we will walk until we see the way to walk back toward Broadway. If you reach 59th Street, and we would, and we will, because there's no other way, we will turn left and walk. We would eventually cross Broadway, which would be Columbus Circle. We're walking down Riverside Boulevard, about to cross West 64th Street. This is Upper West Side.
Later. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can work with this turn. We'll turn. Just saying yes. I got a face. Who got a face? We are walking toward the midtown area. Looking up, you see that very thin top of the skyscraper. That one is one of those on West 57th Street between 6th and 7th Avenues, I think. So you can kind of get a sense of direction from here. Oh, that purple flower had a face. Yeah, actually, if you look at it closely, you might say that.
Can Daddy give a kiss?
Why we love it. I drew a quick sketch, so I'm going to have to find out the plant now. LOL, the face petals will help. Now we have a full-scale investigation on what that flower is. And we even have a sketch with the face. Now we need to ask the books and internet. We're approaching West End Avenue. Okay. West End Avenue and West 64th Street. We're about to cross street. And just downtown that way, we're going to walk to Columbus Circle. Perhaps this is 64th Street and West End Avenue. A lot of people watching us from different countries and continents today, in all kinds of different time zones. Welcome everyone. We're jaywalking. No, not anymore. And welcome everyone from no matter where you are. If you're 13, 14 time zones away, or you're just here in tri-state area. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for liking the view. Oh yeah, that was an amazing view indeed. Okay. Oh, look at this building here. Every building is a little different. So the shape. Pretty quiet and not too many people here. This one is Goddard, Riverside at Lincoln Square Neighborhood Center. Early childhood low cost, after school low cost. teen programs and senior center. Oh, there's a lot of people that are taken care of here. Fercho, regards from Peru. Hola, hola. Pepsi Cola. Okay, this is heavily residential areas. And it's getting darker. And these are the streets we usually don't walk for some reasons, but they're safe. It's just that we usually don't walk here, but today we do. Today we walk here, and this is Fiorella LaGuardia High School. This is one of probably most prestigious schools in New York City. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts. If someone has talent for music, arts, and performing arts, not all of them get into this school, but this school is one of those that is considered to be one of the major schools to develop the talents. And LaGuardia, he was mayor, one of the mayors of New York City. In the 40s or 50s. And the result of investigation, the purple flower was catmint, says YV. It did smell like mint a little bit. Catmint. Okay, we learned something. Thank you. Hola, beautiful, and the streets seem very clean in that area. Yes. And helicopters are above all the time, so those who live here, they probably don't even pay attention to it anymore, because after a while you just don't pay attention to it. This is Amsterdam Avenue and West 64th Street. And this is the back of Lincoln Center. Lincoln Center. How are we going to approach it? Let's approach it from the left. And it's right next to, this school is right next to Lincoln Center, so it makes perfect sense. Because Lincoln Center is all about music and art and performing arts. YV, sorry I forgot to say hello. Wonderful stream, by the way. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to give us likes. And don't forget to subscribe. Something artsy is in here. I guess these works of their students sculpting. This looks like an exhibit, permanent exhibit. It's encased into the glass boxes. Ronald, that's why your live streams are so good, because you boldly go where no other live streamers has gone before. Oh, thank you so much. In all honesty, we thought they went all over the place. They were streaming forever compared to us. We only streaming for like maybe a year actively. But thank you so much, Ronald. There's beautiful work of sculpting there. Yeah, you can tell this school is not just a regular school. You see the paintings right there on the opposite wall. looks like a museum of sorts. Motion time space. I think the museum pieces are ugly, and that's why I'm going to leave the stream and have a fantastic time of your life. Motion time space. GGNYC. I agree, thank you. Michael, is Pace University located anywhere near here? Love all of your live streaming. Thank you, Michael. Pace University sounds very familiar. I think it's a little more further up that way. Or is it down a few blocks? But it's definitely in this neighborhood somewhere. Too bad I don't have Google right now, but it's definitely around here somewhere, I think. GGNYC, I'm happy you streamed the cultural music festivals at Bryant Park. Oh yes, that was great. We even risked copyrights, and we actually got flagged on those streams because of that. So not sure if they're available in the US or any other countries, but sometimes they don't. And we took these risks knowing that this would most definitely happen, but hey, sometimes it's just for our viewers' enjoyment, right? And our own. Monetizing streams is a cool thing, but it's not always about that. It's sometimes about just pure culture and art and performing art. So we try to keep the balance, and thank you very much for your awesome feedback on that. Maria Cristina, Sao Paulo, boa noite. Those dance parties were awesome. Each next one was better than the previous, I think. GGN Pace University is in Financial District. Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry. What I was thinking about? Something else. Something else. Fordham University is nearby. Thank you. GGNYC, oh, my old high school, Martin Luther King High School, right there. This is nice. This is Martin Luther King Jr. Educational Campus and high school. SJ, beautiful evening indeed. I triple love New York, SJ. This is a little rusty. Maybe it should be like this, but maybe this is the idea. But this structure is a little rusty. Could have been cleaned a little. Hola, yes, hola. Hola, yes, Pace is near City Hall, that's right. Across the street. Next to Brooklyn Bridge. Somewhere there. Another beautiful building. This is West 66. And one more look at the school. This is Amsterdam Avenue. It's almost completely dark. 8:20 p.m. in New York. And that's one of the fire stations here. Next to the library, there's a library next door. Hey Christian, good evening and welcome. Good evening. Yes, we're approaching Columbus Circle slowly. We're slightly above. We actually around Lincoln Center area right there. So we will walk through Lincoln Center because it's right here and it's a beautiful area as well. This is Fire Department of New York, Engine Company 40 and Ladder Company 35. By the UK here, how do you do? Tin Man, good evening and welcome back. Maximus, greetings from Paris, France. Bonsoir, is it bonne nuit? Welcome to the stream. Bienvenue. We don't speak French, we try a few words in Spanish and French and maybe a couple other languages here and there occasionally. I wish we could speak fluent. Any other language, so to speak. West 65th Street and Amsterdam Avenue. This is the back of Lincoln Center, and we're going to kind of walk around it a little. And what we're going to do, we're going to cross the street and walk upstairs there. Just am I a polyglot? No. No. Not at all. Just pretending to be sometimes. Not even pretending. Just saying hi in a few languages. Welcome everyone. We're streaming live from New York City. We are live walking NYC. For those who are not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're here, you're watching it, you're liking it. Just click subscribe and hit the bell with all notifications. And welcome. You will never miss our streams if you are subscribed. Look, this is a nice view. It's an art installation of sorts. And to our right and a blue sky to our left. We are at Lincoln Center, but this is not the main area. This is more like on the side of it, but still. Reminds me of that laundry that is hanging all around Rockefeller Plaza. That's another art installation. Just I'm a little polyglot, starting some languages sometimes. That's nice. Christian, because engine companies are the workhorse of fire departments. A ladder company specializes in specific tasks, while an engine company is a jack of all trades. Thank you so much for clarification, Christian. We are entering Lincoln Center, but not from the main entrance, but from the side. The Juilliard School is right across from us, world famous school as well. Down there, the entrance to Lincoln Center Theater. The Pilsenau. Hello from Toronto. Hey, welcome, welcome. Always nice to see new viewers who found us recently. Welcome everyone to the channel. Look at this view from within Lincoln Center. Obviously more art in this body of water. It's not even a fountain than before. Definitely new installation with so much more art than before, and reflections too. GX72 Times Square is packed. Times Square is packed. It's been packed lately. Every day it's getting warmer, more tourists coming in, more New Yorkers come there, go there, and a lot of noise, a lot of crowds, a lot of thousands of people. But this is Times Square. This is how it should be. And we are in Lincoln Center. Look, this is actually a pretty awesome image if you think about it. Now from left to right, it's capturing the whole thing. Reflections are even prettier than the art itself sometimes. Last time we were here, there was nothing here and no water. So this is why, because they were working on that. Hola, 117 in the chat and only 105 likes. Hit that thumbs up button for our tour guide L. Thank you. Thank you so much, Hola. Yes, likes are not for us personally. Likes are for YouTube. This is YouTube's algorithm, and the more likes, the more promotion YouTube provides for this specific stream on YouTube and Google search engines. So thank you so much for your likes, for your shares, for your subscriptions, and for your donations and contributions. Thank you. Jessim says it's like Salvador Dali's art. You know, I was just thinking about our works. Sometimes they more artsy. Like they have, not all the time, but when we're looking at the art, we're kind of like looking at it as we would be at the museum. I think maybe this is a little bit more accentuated than the way other streamers show art. So I think maybe this is one of the little things that make our channel a little different from the others. Just thinking, not to say that others are good or bad. No, they're all amazing in their own way, but I think we are pretty artsy sometimes. And we have our audience who participate. Our chat is fantastic too. look, we find out what kind of flower that was and everything else in between. This is Paul Milstein Pool and Terrace. Jess Sam says that's why I would like your channel, Al. Thank you, thank you. Tables here, not too many, but right now plenty available. So if you want to come here and just sit by the table, like here for example, and just stare at the water and hear the water, that would be awesome. This is what it's all about. It's Gather, a series of monuments and rituals by Amanda Fingbodipakia. What name is that? Is it a Thai name or maybe Filipino name? Maybe. Let's see if we can get the information. Watch as the Paul Milstein reflecting pool is transformed into a site that honors the grieving process. 9 sculptures serve as beacons of reflection, lighting a path forward from losses that so many of us have suffered in the last few years, engaging in ritual reminiscent of Loi Krathong, a celebrated Thai festival of gratitude. Oh, we guessed that right. Look at us. Engaging in a ritual reminiscent of Loi Krathong, a celebrated Thai festival of gratitude, forgiveness, and respect. You are invited to release a floating vessel to carry away your burdens, worries, or grief gently into the pool. So you can make a vessel and out of paper, I guess, or a sheet of paper, and release it into the pool. This has a meaning. All very peaceful, just and maybe Asian, Indian name. Yeah, that is Thai. What else is here? Islands in the sea. Join the artist for the ritual on selected dates. See, that's pretty cool for those who have time for that. Jessam, thank you. She's Thai and Indonesian. Saturday, May 28th at 4. Sunday, June 5th. June 25th and June 26th. Interesting. NY says, I would do that. I would do that too if we can find time. We should, but no promises. All depends on the schedule. Just I'm not Asian Indian, but Thai Indonesian who immigrated to the US. Thank you so much, Just MC. We get immediate art reference to what we see. Thank you very much. Our chart is awesome. And look at these trees. They're not just trees, they also. So basically, perhaps what we saw over there as a part of art installation could be the combination of that all. Perhaps it is the same art installation that we saw there at the side of Lincoln Center, and now we see the trees right there. This is symbolic. It definitely symbolizes something, which is just a great idea to express that emotion into art like that. And this is Metropolitan Opera. This stage right here is a dance floor. The stage and the dance floor. On certain days, they have dance parties here. This is something new, and they're going to have it throughout late spring and summer, I think. Look at that installation. We're going to walk around it. That was pretty techy. But this is the entrance to the Metropolitan Opera, and there are two huge paintings of Marc Chagall. When it's not sunny, when it's dark, they sometimes are visible, and sometimes, like that one on the left, we'll take a look, and this one on the right is covered by the semi-transparent poster. But if we look at the side, we will see it. It's huge. If you are inside there, you will see how huge it is, and you can actually stand right next to the painting. There are two paintings. There's one of them there. Fortunately, we cannot get an unobstructed view, but maybe fragments, at least. This is Marc Chagall. Just you're very welcome. Yes, streaming is awesome because we're learning from your stream. It's educational. We're learning too. We walk New York, and every time we walk, we find something new. We learn something new. So it is mutual learning. You can tell there is a face of sorts, but it's very complicated concept, or maybe not. There's another painting by Marc Chagall right there. Let's see if we can find a better angle. Probably not, but a little bit. It's sunshine after rain. Yes, this one we can see for the most part. Marc Chagall painted that specifically for Metropolitan Opera, for this building. That's why it's a perfect fit. Perfect fit here on the left and the right. This one we can see almost entirely. And now when it's dark, it's the best time to actually see it, because when it's during the day, they actually cover those paintings so they won't get damaged. The windows are covered. So this is, if this is not artsy, I don't know what else is. This is the entrance to Metropolitan Opera. If you have a chance, you should, and you like music, and of course, classical music, at least once in your lifetime, you should attend a performance and see how magnificent the acoustics and the whole architecture inside of this building is. And this is a dance stage, or it's basically, you can imagine it turning into a club. We should check the schedule, but you can see that this is not a joke. I don't know if it's ready yet. It doesn't look like it's ready yet, but it is about to be, looks like. Just a reminder, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe with all notifications. And this is New York Ballet. Right here, or New York City Ballet. And if you feel, only if you feel like supporting our channel with your kind donations and contributions, you're more than welcome to do so as well. Thank you so much. Another look at Metropolitan Opera, and this stage is going to be huge. When it is huge, but you know, when it's completed and all this additional stuff that is not supposed to be here will be removed, you can tell this is going to be a one big club dance floor. There, unidentified loud sonic boom heard across the nation. Anybody else following this? Not sure. Did not hear the news. Joseph Allen, did you know that 1961 film West Side Story was filmed before Lincoln Center was built? No, did not know that. Thank you. Jazz OK 1977. Love how the building look at sunset. It's 8:44 p.m. in New York. And yes, this stage is not ready yet, but it is probably more than 50% done. Darlene W, hello everyone. Yeah, that's a nice view, even though it's a little obstructed by this dense floor to be, even though it's still, you can see the contrast, the blue sky and the lights inside Metropolitan Opera. This one is David Geffen Hall that is being renovated too. I think should be completed later this year or probably next fall 2022. Yes, it will be reopened in fall 2022 in a few months. We are on Upper West Side, and at this point we will walk over to Broadway and we'll make a right turn and walk to Columbus Circle. Error, Slovakia accent, what country are you from? Originally Czechoslovakia. So let's see, forecast 67, and then it will go lower by 11 o'clock p.m. will be 65, which is still not too bad. PJ Clark's fancy restaurant. Eris Anuk, I love you vlogs. Thank you so much. Thank you. We did not forget about our cold drink. We will definitely accomplish that task after the stream is over. Walking by Starbucks. We are approaching Columbus Circle in a few street blocks. West 62nd and Broadway. Best Buy is across the street there. Last time I bought a microwave was that Best Buy location, in that Best Buy store. It was a rainy day and I had to carry the box to the train and from the train, and that was fun. Cynthia, hello to all. Hello, hello. This is the usual scenery in Manhattan. Excessive heat is escaping the pipelines down there. Crossing West 61st Street. And Columbus Circle is right in front of us. It's 70 degrees right now. Temperature didn't drop that far at 8:51 p.m. It's the bus stop. And this is one of the entrances at 59th Street, Columbus Circle station, subway station. You hear the trains down there. And why nice neighborhood it is. We're in Columbus Circle. Let's take a look at those skyscrapers. We usually look at them during the day, but let's look at them at night. And this is one of the entrances to the shops at Columbus Circle. This is the mall in Columbus Circle. And right there in front of us across the street would be southwest corner of Central Park.
I kind of appreciate the hustle. I just kind of turn a blind eye to this.
Nice look. Welcome everyone. We're streaming live from New York City. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you are subscribed, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for your likes, for your shares, and for your donations. Thank you so much. Lights are delayed here, but we'll wait. This is West 60th Street, and we are in Columbus Circle. West 60th Street and Broadway. And this is probably when we're going to slowly start finishing our stream. I think we had a good walk. We actually had 2 streams. We didn't plan 2, but we lost signal inside of Trader Joe's, 72nd Street on the west side, and we had to restream again. So sorry about that. We walked in Central Park during our first stream, and then we walked out into Upper West Side, and then when we streamed again, we streamed from Upper West Side neighborhood. We walked all the way to Hudson River, and then back to Columbus Circle. As we always say, we never have a permanent schedule of streaming, and therefore if you not subscribed with all notifications, you will not know when we're streaming or posting our videos again. And if you are subscribed, then you're all set. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for all of your donations and contributions, super chats, super stickers, Venmos, Cash Apps, and Ko-Fis. And also thank you very much to all of our channel members. We also want to wish you a good day, good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are watching us from. If you are somewhere in Australia or the Philippines or in Thailand, perhaps, you are ahead of us, about 13 hours ahead of us, even more sometimes. So have a fantastic day. For everybody else here in the States, in this continent, and across the pond, have a fantastic rest of the day, evening, and night. Good night, Christian.
I see you.
Good night, Joseph. Al, again, great stream as always. Thank you. Jess Sam, thank you so much for the wonderful stream, Al, and good night. Thank you, everyone. And we had pleasant stream, pleasant walk, and pleasant chat. Thank you so much, all of you, for your valuable pieces of information and your activity, of course, as always, and your support of our channel in all kinds and forms. Thank you very much. We will see you later. We will see you soon. Good night, everyone.